How about now?
Much better.
Much better.
I can drop for Ginger if he needs gear.
Well, the problem is everyone wants to do this run, and all they want is madness.
Yeah, also, we had like 34 reliable people for ZG, which isn't really enough for 2 runs, but it means 14 reliable people are going to get cucked. I hate it, but I'll tell you what I hate more. Begging people to like move to a different run, bring in alt. I spent 2 hours 2 weeks ago trying to get 2 runs going just to have Eamon wig out at me.
It's not worth it.
Not doing that again.
That's how it simply is.
How it is.
And
How
you
she
guys
goes.
that want to fucking open up with an AoE deserves your deaths. Fucking mobs don't even get to me, and you guys are already AoEing.
Where's ours?
However, on Monday, I'm not even gonna start the raid group till 9:30. I think it's fair that people at least get a chance.
You guys there? Coherent?
Let's go.
Why are people running?
Why are people running back there? What are we
Ginger
doing?
doesn't need anything off of Jindo.
All Ginger cares about is madness.
Yeah, okay.
Attack totem. Target change. Attack totem. Attack totem.
Man, that totem really likes me.
Behind.
Fuck me.
Extra on the back.
Cheap the
I'll
X
get that. I'll get that berserker if I ever get unslowed.
You shoot the axe thrower. Got more.
Hello.
Is that chic?
It's challenging. You keep getting more.
Wyvern stone. What the? Trinket doesn't work.
Stone form. Axe thrower.
That was fun.
Be rolling for the vein.
Sheep. Sheep.
Nothing special. It's just.
I wish I had the
vein.
skill, dude.
Congrats on your 3 ore.
Do those drop RT or arcane crystals or no?
No idea. You can roll if you want.
You're good.
It's a fucking normal Thorium vein. Hit it, move on.
Hit it and quit it.
That guy didn't have the channel head, did he? I forget.
Wait, why did Ginger leave?
Because there's multiple people. That's what I was trying to say. He only wants madness, and there's other people in here that want madness as well.
So we need. Who do we need
Why
back?
are
here?
our guildmates leaving? Or are people fucking? What's the deal?
Your speaker's on?
Yeah, I heard, but just it boggles my mind that we would have any kind of fighting over that.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But
Well,
Like-
you miss one, you gotta wait a whole another month and a half to get it again.
Is he locked though?
No, he never even zoned in.
I can't see Slobby Bunny. Can anyone else see them?
Here.
No, I know you're here. I know you're healing. You're grayed out for me.
Oh, she's fine on the ray frames.
The poisons.
I see her is online.
Do you see her actually here, like in range?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
Sure.
fuck?
Do slash reload.
I did. Let me log
Wait,
out.
Should I
What?
reload or?
No, not you.
No, it's not you.
fine.
I'm gonna reload. Log out boss room.
So for the coins and shit, should I be needing them or?
Oh, someone's sent her the week. Do you have weak aura installed?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you have weak aura installed?
I think so.
Okay, so
I just sent it to her.
okay, if you click on that, it will load it, and what it does is that it automatically rolls need on all the coins and bijous for you. That way, you're not having to constantly click.
We're good.
Awesome. Dude,
I'm back. We're good.
hopefully that works.
What happened to Billy? Where you at, Billy?
I got killed outside when I was logging in.
All right, let me go grab him real quick.
what?
Let's go.
What do we need to grab?
You guys can do your thing. I can just go straight
You
in.
go out there, you're just gonna die too, and then we're gonna be down 2 people.
Yeah, they're camping.
Oh,
They
it was
were
right
camping.
outside.
He died outside.
Oh, outside.
I thought he
Yeah,
meant
I logged
outside
on
the
to my
temple.
alt, and then I got called back in.
Look at
Also, you're on a mage. What are you gonna do?
everybody stacked behind the boss.
Oh, you're
Out,
marked.
Sunder, Crystal Sunder.
God damn it.
Booter pumping.
Did we switch the strat? We're not on the fence anymore?
Not gonna one shot me if she backstabs me.
Got my back to a wall.
Oh, we're just
Running in
gambling
with, I
here.
think, 2 wipes.
There
This looks
she
like
is.
50 people here running in.
Parry. Double full rage bar execute parry.
Oh, fist weapon.
Should have been on my hunter. That's the second piece.
Where's her body? What the fuck? Oh, there it is.
Only the healing mace.
The most fun I've had in this game is when those maces proc.
You think the first guy despawned yet? I forgot his head.
Adults, mice for plural.
And second of all, they're fist weapons.
Oh, whoops! I'm in the wrong gear.
But Don, you can fish, right?
I can. I have the item. The actual item, not the lore thing.
And do we have any herbalists?
I am, yeah.
Perfect.
Iron's an herbalist too.
I am also an herbalist.
Awesome.
I am John Locke.
I can't even spell herbalist.
I'm Jean Valjean.
Can you stick it up your ass?
An old reference. I'm Spartacus.
Spartacus, actually.
Why are we pinging down there? What's down there?
Fish box?
Do it now?
He has everything for it. It's just summon and go.
Got it.
Okay.
I missed the part where he said he has everything. You do everything. Right?
Yeah, I have the fish. I have.
Throw it. Right click on it.
I spent like 2 hours fishing all the shit.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Any
Aiming's
chance
right.
I can get a summon? I just got in, or am I running there?
Yeah, let's summon him real quick.
Oh I just threw the thing.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
All right.
Could easily summon it right here.
I do not fit in that tent.
The tooth is the way to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tooth, I think.
Is it on me?
Dr. Yui knew what he was
He's
about.
so big.
That's what she said.
Dune reference.
We should probably be in the water fighting this, by the way.
No.
Ew,
you
no.
shouldn't.
Gross.
You stand in the tent, you can't get knocked out of it. You stand under the tooth, you can't get knocked up.
Is that like in real life too, or
Meek, you're under the nose. Look at me, I'm under
everybody
the tooth
knows?
to your right.
You want me to move, so I'll get fucked up. That's what you want me to do.
I always want you to get fucked up, so really no different.
Fucking works.
Yeah, tooth is bay.
Where's the fucking
I'm gonna need.
polymorph?
Can I need on that fucking trinket?
You're welcome to need on any green. I'll roll out
Okay.
any blue and purple.
Do tanks still need? I mean, I still need one for our 4 horsemen.
So I'm gonna roll it out.
I'm getting feared into Africa. We have an axe thrower.
Alright, let's get sheeps. Gonna need a couple of them.
Moon.
Oh, there's loot back there. Look at that.
Someone's
For you.
beating the greens too and missing out.
Don't tell them.
By long tradition, we need on all greens in ZG. Just ZG. Blame Pooter.
Oh, someone pulled the tiger.
I'm so sorry. That was me. I didn't realize.
Don't worry about it. We got you covered. Just don't die.
2 axe throwers.
Gonna need some sheeps. We sneak around a lot in here, so one good thing to do is you'll learn the route. It just becomes road.
This is new for you. Like if
Hi, I'm talking, Padon.
Sorry, I'm very sorry.
That doesn't stop anybody in this guild.
Should be.
You'll just pay attention to the places where we go off the road. You'll learn to
Okay.
memorize them.
Okay. I think I stayed back to drink, and that's what screwed me over.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Ride with the group, then drink when you arrive.
Okay, so we don't normally arrive to directly to combat.
It becomes a thing. You learn how to beat Eamon.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Thank you.
Get used to drinking a lot of mage water. Just sit down at every opportunity that you like. We're stopped and you're out of combat. Just sit down and start regenning,
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
try to
you'll
do.
yeah.
Yeah, a couple ticks here and there.
Boss is coming.
So
Same. Remember, these do need to die at the same time. Please don't get horny
Oh.
about Thekel.
Holy shit, that was a pucker.
I'm Gouch.
Get off of Thekel, please. All right, that's better.
Gouch.
Need a water?
Hey, band.
My band.
And a Zulian slicer.
That is a good ring.
What's this pile here? What's this?
Let's okay. No, wait. Okay, I thought you. Oh, you fucking troll. CPX was mounting up, and it looked like he was opening it.
Who opened it?
Someone did open it?
Mother of God, CPX is on
Andrew
me.
did.
Get him off me.
Who opened
What?
it?
Oh, I did. I did it.
Man,
Those
dying to
are
a priest.
like under a gold.
Oh, the dolls, yeah.
I think it's more of the chance for the.
Zerker.
Imps are coming down too.
Snakes from behind us.
Why are you guys fucking running?
Holy shit, that was terrifying.
You sure can. Just open trade.
Just keep
we
dealing.
got imps.
What the fuck are you guys doing? My God.
Getting an imp. What are you doing?
Trying to res and get mana so I can heal you idiots. Jesus.
Who was it that needed a
Now's a good
soul
time to
spare,
sit and drink.
Yeah,
Huston?
while in combat, let's sit and drink.
Oh, Wraith did. Okay.
I heard that response coming before it came.
It's gonna happen, Panjo.
What's the suited pile do?
So,
All right, now you can sit and drink.
can I jump in for a sec, Pandra?
Yeah,
If
dude.
this imp pops out, do not fucking attack it. Done it. If anything, I can take care of it. It'll attack me. Just please, God, don't attack it. Don't kill my fucking imp.
Those things pump.
They do.
It out
They're
DPS's everybody tenfold. Don't fucking kill it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Even if it's in combat.
Definitely does not out DPS a warrior.
Okay. I'll
You know,
raise the computer. I got 100 gold on it.
I'll put 10,000.
I don't got to it
my-
10,000 my 100 and I'll do it.
my game just crashed. Okay.
I bet you how DPS put on. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
offline.
Yeah. The old offline DPS win.
You could sit right now, right before they pop. The chance.
No, I was still in combat.
You get out of combat for like 5 seconds.
Was a slick pull.
You fuck with me all the time, Advil, when you do that.
Sorry. I need a weak aura for it. I've been meaning to do that.
I have one that alerts me when you do. And then you
Okay.
make me continuously check to see if it's working. And I know it is, but still fuck with me.
I just have tiny action bars because everything's memorized, so I can't really see cooldowns.
Is there any imp enjoyers here?
Yes.
Ready?
Who's summoning?
Who do you got, Chili on?
When someone gets a chance, can Slutty get more water?
Yeah, I just open
Oh,
trade
just
with mage.
Yep. Open a tray with any mage.
Thank you.
Universal language.
They know their role.
This guy you run away from, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Stay in. No balls. Did every one of you soft res, by the way?
I didn't soft res anything.
Oh god, it's so big.
Went after the mad servant.
Let's do the bounce, but whatever.
Was anybody saying that a warrior?
Damage
could out
done.
DPS the mad-
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the melee that are stunned half the fight?
Doesn't matter.
I just
Are
heard
we
that it
just
would never
meeting
do
on
it.
the edge of madness stuff, or how are we doing?
No,
this?
you don't
No.
fuck with the Edge of Man. Just fucking
The summoner
Fast.
gets that.
you don't know what you're doing, fucking pass. Because it'll screw up the guy that's summoning, right?
Someone's gonna do it for sure.
Just because.
Nope, it actually worked out. Look at that.
Paladin?
Erica's fucking doing it?
I mean, he's doing it to drink it's dog shit, but he paid for the summon.
I thought Ginger was fucking doing it. I would have paid for my own.
Same.
Dispel me,
Okay.
dispel me, dispel me, dispel me, dispel me, dispel me.
So does that logic apply for the fish boss if you summon it and the polymorph
Oh,
turtle?
the last turtle should have gone to me.
Well, I had to watch you fish the last time, so
No,
I get a
I
piece
bought the
of it.
mats the last time. You watched Dorkle fish it.
Hey, Patton, do you have the macro?
Which one?
The fucking servant macro?
No. What does it do? And what is?
Watch my servant.
Head attack.
Where you at? Wait, where you at?
Just look at my fireballs.
Serpent should be AoEing right now. Use the flame strike. That fucking thing bombs.
Oh yeah, flame strike pumps. But so add in /cast. Oh fuck you, guy.
Somebody kill that imp. Oh,
No, don't kill the fucking.
I know. I'm fucking trolling.
Put in /cast fireball with your shadow bolt, and watch the Gatling cannon go.
Okay, hold on. I gotta write a macro.
It's pretty hilarious.
It also does the stacking debuff up to 10, and you get that fast.
I should be putting Curse of Shadows on the damn thing. That way it lasts longer.
Question is, who's winning the meters?
I mean, I'm not. I don't
think it's tenfold, but it's significant.
Tenfold
Good chance there.
exaggeration, but we'll see on this boss. This boss is split damage, but we'll see.
Does your imp ever have to stop? He's not gonna get targeted, right?
Dude, he fucking gets attacked all the time. It's health funneling most of the time instead of mana. Which is, thank you healers for your mana, for my mana. I appreciate it.
Yeah, those things eat healer mana. I like max rank greater heal on those.
Holy shit, that's like a fucking machine gun. What? And he has so much mana. Oh my god, that is broken.
You're welcome. This is why I say don't kill my fucking imp. You don't understand how powerful it is.
That's like Veil Fight levels of insanity.
Yeah, so the issue is that I've never actually been able to take the Mad Servant to the last boss because it never usually makes it past this boss. It always gets killed by somebody.
You need to be spec for Enslaved Demon.
Do the imps right before the last boss.
I don't know if I do a demonic sacrifice on an imp and get the fire bonus, will that affect my Mad Servant?
Wait, so it's just cast Shadow Bolt, cast Fireball?
Yeah, bud. Enjoy.
Rad, will you soak the charge, please?
Got a Berserker coming in.
Can do.
Oh, turn around. Let's be the Berserker.
Rage mob?
Sure. Or fireball was barrage mob.
Does that thing have no cooldown or something?
No,
I never noticed.
No, it goes
There's
off
no
global.
cooldown. That is
It's a Gatling gun.
insane.
Oh, never noticed.
So tanks, who are the imps focusing? Because if we split targets, you're gonna cry.
You don't want to kill the raptor? Definitely be focusing the boss. And
I'll do that.
gun down our fucking rage mob.
All right, here we go. For a
Stop
small fee, I'll
casting.
bubble pooter, but
Advo.
oh, keep going on that dragon. On the raft.
That was the dumbest shit I have ever experienced in my entire life. I love it.
Mine broke fucking right at the start of the fight, so that sucked.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
they're
good
definitely
caster loot.
pumping.
Hilt, seal. Not bad.
Oh god.
Where's the melee gear, bro?
It's a blue world. You're just
Dude,
living
how
in it.
unlucky are we getting? Holy shit.
What happened until it was like...
Last run we got like 5 pairs.
Oh
of
my
Chest
god.
gauntlets.
I know, I need some.
Yeah, every time you do it, it gets more and more resistant.
No, that doesn't apply for mobs. That
Yeah, it does. 100%.
Yeah, it does. What are you talking about?
No, not with so with the imps. They have a random chance to break, just like every other CC. They resist some because they're level 62.
I'm in combat for some reason.
They just wrecked you.
Yeah, there's
you guys got 2 imps come up your
a
ass.
mad
so.
servant.
Yeah.
You got a mad servant. Want to?
Sorry,
Didn't
but we're
you
gonna
like
have to kill it
stun
this
them?
time.
That's fine.
Every time you enslave it, that chance goes up.
Blueberries. Don't get too far ahead.
I totally forgot that of all the spells, the diminishing return subjugate demon is one of the few on mobs.
I wonder if you can expect to get more damage out of that. Is that a thing?
There is improved subjugate demon, but it just
Probably
reduces the
one of you healers
chance.
should go back up there and res them.
Right.
Where's your body
Res.
at?
Right
The
at
rest
the
of us can
doorway.
clear.
Wait, did they change Enslaved Demon to Subjugate?
Oh
Yeah, I don't know where your body is. In the
God,
map
this
already.
game's so fucking gay.
Yep.
I'm
I think
so
he died
sick
right
of
at
this
the door
shit.
to the Raptor boss.
Oh,
You don't, what do
guys
you
were
mean
that there?
you don't enjoy bowls of fruit?
It's gonna say body type 1, body type.
Let's go. Come on.
Wait.
Double tap.
Does it actually say body type 1 and 2, not male,
Mhm.
female?
It does. It's really bad.
I should be able to get you. Sorry, I thought you guys died down below on the ramp.
No, we
No.
literally died from the
Good
same
food for
thing at the same
days.
time.
We were just like, let's both just health funnel up our guys. We're just standing in the doorway to the boss. And then they both popped at the same time.
Thanks, Iron.
No problem.
Well, that's a good one.
It's a good neutral auction house there.
That's is that the best one?
Why they just
Yep.
instant need?
Probably.
That's the best one. That's yeah.
I'll get you $1,000 on the neutral auction house, at least.
What dropped?
Hacker, tiger.
What?
It says 1250 on our auction house.
What is
Congrats, J-Sub.
Tiger
that blue
hacker.
axle axe skill on it?
Rolled a
Oh,
100.
the BOE axe thing?
Stats are random too, so you got best roll.
Yeah.
What was the winning roll?
100.
Did we roll? We were way over here.
Wait, hold on. JSAB rolled 100 on something? No.
That's
Bro,
something
you're
valuable.
quite literally the biggest rule hacker I've ever noticed.
He
in my life.
is, dude. Like 100%.
You roll 100
JSAB
on
is.
literally everything that ever drops. Are you insane?
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Is that a reroll? Because technically, Hannon and I were.
There we go. I'll just
What
roll for
about
fun.
Iron?
There we go. 17. There we go.
I rolled 100. Just saying.
I don't even know what he won, but congrats, dude.
I'm gonna sell it for him right now. Watch.
Range, kill that target. And then the boss will pull. Melee don't charge in. Call that pet back.
Pet. Oh, they're coming.
Motherfucking.
Sheep
Keep
the
the priest in the
backcaster.
back.
I got it.
And challenge if you want.
Prioritize killing spiders.
The broods.
There's the
Can't
brood
even
widow.
fucking hit anything.
Got challenge ready. Pop him. What's up? Hard mode ZG.
It's hard mode ZG.
Still not hard.
Oh, sorry, I'm retarded.
Do I stand out or does it not matter? Can't remember.
Taunt? Anybody taunt?
I knocked down as you pulled.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta kill that fucking.
Kill Skull.
Fucking caster.
Well, I'm mob up.
I guess as long as they're not boss blues, if they're just BOE blues, yeah.
The weak R will. Well.
We're gonna do the jump. Let the healers drink up a little bit before we jump down. All right, we're good. Jumping.
God damn it! Why is my game crashing?
M test. Update your drivers. Check your SSD.
Pour some coffee on it.
Check your temps.
Computer.
Could be overheating.
Spell me. Spell me.
Yeah, I need a drink for the boss.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Last 3 minutes of EMF.
Yeah, I've got 5 minutes of 25 resist all. It feels good.
If you're ranged, hang out with circle, please. Don't bridge the gap. 2 groups.
Ebba's back from getting a drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should do this.
What Dynamite would do.
I raided my kitchen, so.
Peak, you are bridging the gap, sir.
Yep. I can't dispel those guys. They must be up on top or something.
Wow.
Another band of servitude.
Eamon, will you need on servitude? Because I cannot.
I already hit
Is it
pass. Maybe
unique?
Pooter.
Passed as well.
What is unique?
It's a great ring.
Just roll off the one you have and then hand it out.
Everyone's soft reserve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm the only soft reserve on the ring, so here I'll roll
go
this
to
one
the
out.
back and get it. Or no,
I'll
yeah,
roll
okay,
this one
yeah,
out.
you can roll one out, free roll, and then keep the other one.
There you go.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Hold on. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Just get gargle. Click a button. It's so nice.
You may have to go back and get it.
Glad I bought a large venom sex.
That's what I call my balls.
Do I need to go resto real quick?
I don't think we need the heals.
I think Pooter was implying we need depoison.
Need dispels.
He wasn't fucking poisoned. God damn it! I hit greed again. Fucking my good nature. Fuck.
More coming.
Yeah, we're just gonna get the second pack. It's the way it is.
Don't chicken shit. Killed him.
There we go.
Yeah, I was using it a lot as the only druid to throw buffs out, so.
We believe in you.
A little selfish.
Gonna soak over. Okay, Echo. I heard that. You gonna soak over here, Red? Cool.
I don't think it even really matters.
I mean,
charge at random on the
I don't.
server for some reason.
I'd like to try it and find out.
I mean, you could try, but it had people stand far, people stand close, and it just still goes up the pack of people anyway.
Isn't it supposed to go to the person standing in the middle?
Closest.
Yeah, so Rad should be in the middle of the two groups.
Sacrificial
Yes.
gauntlets.
There you go.
There we go.
Pretty good, right? Yeah.
I guess we test it another day.
Let me get that.
Didn't they? You get 2 pairs.
I got like
In Morgan's-
5 the other day.
Kind of like those shoulders. They're a little bit of an upgrade.
The spell damage is really good in ZG, but there's no stats on most things. Just kind of rough.
Those are, I mean,
Still damage heavily outweighs some ant and stam.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Pulling the berserkers to get mad about it. They had some major ass pull in the last one.
What, the other one?
Yeah, might as well.
More Bijus, right?
Hell yeah.
Dude, the Blessing of Kings and ZG stack's so nice.
Yeah, Kings is incredible.
Fear, I think I should make a macro for life tap too. That way he's still casting that fireball during that.
oh my god.
Put it on every ability.
I'm gonna put it on my scroll wheel and just keep scrolling.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. He was definitely pumping.
I think the old school quote is bind every key to it and just roll your face on the keyboard.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, because like fuck your damage, it's just destroying everything.
I think Puder owes him 10,000 gold.
What was the name of that paladin? That French guy? Started with an
Pierre?
A, right?
Athene.
Athene, that's
Pierre.
it.
Oh my god.
I gotta go
Forgot
watch
about
that
that
again.
guy.
That's hilarious.
Why? What was the story behind that?
You just have to watch the video.
Well, send me the link. I'll watch it.
That guy went like
will.
insane or something.
Oh yeah, he got way too popular.
Am I pulling the Son of Hakar and then we're going to sheep it, or what are we doing?
I want to drink
No.
before you
We'll
use
need it.
crazy.
I'm pretty sure all the warriors have wreck. All wreck too.
If they get him seed and I put Curse of Wreck on one of the warriors, please don't decurse it.
Warriors
Eric,
blow
I
your
get some-
fears too.
Mana and then pull. Pulling.
I'm nowhere near second threat.
Run out.
Give him curse.
He's got it. Don't decurse Aemon.
Doesn't need to sheep
Not
him.
cursed on my board, but
You still have it, Aemon?
Can you res him?
Yeah.
Oh, I have wreck up.
Big heals.
Unsheet me.
$30 seconds.
We'll be fine.
Big heels.
Reapplied the curse for you.
15.
Everybody wreck.
Browns wreck.
I'm gonna meter purger. Oh,
Oh,
my
fuck.
god.
That's actually 0.5%.
Run out.
If you got it out, I'll take it.
Is that going to yak?
Heal yak, heal yak, heal yak, heal yak.
Oh, touch.
No one rezzed it. Wow.
Double execute
Oh,
phase.
you guys didn't see my res on that?
11.5 to 20% back perfectly.
Part of a car. Did I actually need to make myself loot master so I can see res and shit. No one res that, right?
Don't think so. Not to
All right.
touch.
I see it all now, so. Sweet. Congrats. Animus boots.
Damn. Poor Will. I murdered him.
You can get the heart off of a car. This is for main raiders. It's an idol.
Fucking 98.
Like, we're not happy for your fellow raider, you know. Like, oh, good job, Eamon. Good job.
I know. It's just first
Why is it
roll
like
98.
Why does it hurt
there's just
so
like
much?
there's just like no point even rolling.
Warrior Mage Warlock.
I got my 2, and I don't even think I'm gonna equip them. I'm gonna just wait for EQ.
Hexer's cover.
That's really nice.
It's really good for a Shadow Priest.
What I have the pimp hat if you have something worse than the pimp hat.
I have the pimp hat as well.
Alright, then if you don't mind, I'll take that one.
Bro, taken from a main raider on your ult.
I know. It's no shame.
Damn.
Since when is wait,
No shame.
Wada is main raiding now?
What?
Has he been to a raid yet?
Yeah.
Has he been to a raid yet?
Yeah.
He's gone to the MCs and
Been to more
last
raids than
few-
you in the last 2 weeks.
Well, that's
Been
not
everywhere.
just true of anybody, right?
Now,
He was there on
you can take
Sunday,
it.
yeah.
You won the role.
I want to public shame him a bit more, then we can let it go.
Yeah, okay. There's the priest warlock druid. Fist weapon.
God, I wish I was on my hunter and have the full set for the memes.
All about the memes.
Be spamming wing clip.
Healing mace. Who's an enchanter?
That's an enchanter.
That's Slutty Bunny.
Yep.
Nat Pagels. Trinket.
I'm gonna need to get one of those for.
Advo, do you not have a trinket yet?
I don't have one. No.
I'll then give it to Advo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Another of these. Priest, Warlock, Druid. Didn't you win the last one, Slutty?
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
I'm still getting used to all the loot and stuff.
It's worth checking that out to see if it's any good for you too, but it probably is.
Julian Slicer. Any Skinners?
I already got mine.
You have to have that in your bag, or you got to wear it.
You unfortunately have to wear it. But I have like a skinning plus glove enchantment too, so I've just got a kit for it.
Here's an
But
axe.
if you have the dagger as well, then it's just you can do that in combat. It's better than switching dagger and gloves.
True. Yeah, I haven't had good luck with the dagger since phase 1. I was doing like door skips trying to get the dagger.
Warrior, Rogue, Shaman. Another idol for main raiders.
Come on, baby, hot dice, hot dice. Nope.
Oh, dude, I got a Biju this raid. Hell yeah.
Damage, caster, legs. Pretty good legs.
Man.
That's nothing. I got a Bijou and 2 coins.
Actually pretty decent. I got a fucking evil bad eye. Just one though.
Caster ring.
That'd be pretty decent to have a set.
Trying to get my boomkin.
I need the Primalist Band, the healing other one.
Priest, Warlock, Druid. Wow, that means this is a third one. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's one for everybody.
I'll take it.
Caster, cloak.
I don't think that's better than Saft Drape.
Saffron's got more intellect, maybe a little bit of fire resist, but only got
Yeah.
14 spell power though.
Yeah, it's a lot less than.
Talisman. Tank neck.
Definitely better.
Better take it if you got one.
It's the same as
I have the MC one. Medallion.
Paladin, Hunter, Mage. Bracers.
I mean, purple's gotta be better than blue, right?
Azdanzel's band.
got the other one. Perfect set right there.
I need the Primalist Band. You got
What
any
I
of those?
did?
I did.
You got the other one?
I'd give it to Advo.
Well, the other main.
Or excuse me, whoever got second.
Yeah, fair.
Give it to Fear. Yeah.
Animus, Spalders. Leather shoulders.
Fuck, those are not bad.
I think.
Diamond Flash set.
Yeah.
Sacrificial Gauntlet.
Good.
Fuck. Wanted to beat him just for the lulls.
Gotta come back another week.
Motherfucker's got a vacuum cleaner. Just
Touch of Chaos. Big Wand.
Well, fuck me.
You rolled too soon. You can roll again.
I'm just doomed to never win anything in this fucking place.
All right, that is actually best. I'm not going to take that from a main raider. So next tie is with Fear and Dot. But I want it, and I want it. So fuck you.
You want it?
Just get the BWL button. It's almost that good.
Holy shit, that's good. I didn't even realize.
Will Prob quit. You're the only one
Dude,
on the
thank
Dwarf
you.
Destroyer.
I appreciate that.
Fucking Will.
Okay,
My bad, my bad.
Fucking will.
let's go home. We'll do this again on Monday. This time I'm not going to start the raid until 9:30 so that people all get a fair shot at it.
I'm sorry for making a deal about it, but it was just, I don't know.
We also started early and I wasn't ready.
We need a little more strategy. Maybe just a little more. Also,
The strategy would be more people actually wanting to do ZG.
yeah.
That's the only way you're fixing that.
You guys could just do everything the way I want you to. It'd be good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm sorry. I guess I misunderstood because the first time I showed up to Edge of Madness, like the multiple of the thing dropped and we all got to just roll on it. So if I want it and I can come on Saturday, I need to bring the thing to summon the thing, correct?
Correct.
We want a guaranteed shot, yeah.
Okay.
But then what happens if 2 people bring it, right? I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. It should be prior to rogues and hunters.
Yeah, we'll pry it to a rogue or to a hunter.
I think a main over an alt too, right? So
Yes.
Looking things worthless for anybody else.
No,
Pretty good for a
that's not
priest.
true.
Not if you're
Priests
going for
have
crit.
greater heal. Especially with tier 2 bonus. It's a lot of renew.
Can I just buy it on the auction house or does somebody have to craft it for me?
I think you can.
Oh, you can buy it.
You get 3 if you make it.
Got it. That's what I was thinking of.
Will's big field marshal.
Yeah.
He's almost there.
Dude, I
2 more weeks of fucking.
many times.
He's getting.
Three more weeks. 3 more weeks.
The 2 or 3 weeks to field marshal. Field marshal's the first, right?
3. It's 3. Or no, it's 2. It is 2. My bad.
I got
You
one.
started 33% of the way through, right?
One.
Yeah, field marshal's 13.
Yeah, if
like-
you get a raid together the next 30 minutes, I'll come.
Well,
Either like-
considering one person other than you replied, I'm thinking that's not going to happen, bro.
I'll
come
sorry,
with my
man.
mage. I'll happily come.
I don't think maybe people didn't see you because you sent it out while loot was being rolled. People were probably focused on that.
I have an alt I would bring.
All right, well, let me kill this lord real quick, and
Maybe we can.
Oh.
do it.
Can we get fucking Freakerino in here or whatever the fuck for his thing or no?
DM him.
I have the fish boss stuff on my hunter as well. I'll say this though, if you don't just outright get it, it would be nice to get 2 rolls on it since you did the work to fucking farm the shit or buy it.
Need to check on my Jaja. I should have a 60 priest here soon.
So there's a lady at work. She's Latino. There's a couple that work in the laundry. And I asked her what Jaja meant. She's like, I don't know.
Okay, Jaja is how people
No,
from
you
South
didn't.
America say ha ha
Maybe
in
not.
text.
Yeah, that's instead of saying haha,
That's
they
what
say
she was saying,
"Say."
something like that. I'm like, is it racist? And she's like, I don't know. I think so.
Yes.
Maybe ask the question.
No, I said I got a question. If she's, I'm cool with, we got a good relationship, but I was just like, if you don't mind, what does this mean? She's like, well, fuck, I don't know. I'm like, okay. I said, I'm pretty sure it's a negative thing for like people that speak Spanish that are on the mega server, But
Mega server. Ask her what a mega server is.
Banter, do you want to start the group for the second one?
Let Yucko do it.
He's still in the Lord group.
All right,
I
then
just
I
joined the
will.
Lord here in a minute.
I'll log over the priest in a moment.
I want to turn in my my thing, and I'll log over. Art.
I just gotta empty my bags and shit.
So much good loot in that ZG. I just haven't had shit for luck. I get stuff, but it's not quite the right stuff,
Resets. It resets a lot, which is the good part.
Yeah, I need the neck, need the gloves. Wouldn't mind getting the other ring. I think that'd be a small upgrade, but
We didn't get any of the healer rings, which sucks.
no.
We got 2 bands of servitude. That was kind of crazy.
That's fucking big. Yeah, that's big. Because there's not shit for caster rings, so spell power, right? So.
Well, it's easier to get than Ring of Spell Power, which never
Yes.
drops.
Yeah, we got 2, right? So we got 1 or 2 last week or Tuesday. So we got 4 this week versus fucking how many?
In a raid half the size, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Pandra did something despicable though. He was smart enough to SR it. That's fucking bullshit.
Well,
did I
you see
do?
it enough. You're like, well, okay.
Something despicable.
That was free. I didn't
hope
know it was
so.
there. Because like if you look at the loot table, you got to look somewhere else to see that.
You were smart enough to SR the band of servitude, which is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, my mage had a really shitty Archmagus ring. Had
It's
to
epic.
get rid of it.
Your mage had an epic ring, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too.
An epic ring that we've seen every week for the past like 3 months.
Is it me or is the search on Wago like dog shit?
You just Google search Wago, and and it's yeah, like put whatever it is next to the word Wago.
Oh, you do site colon, but yeah. If you didn't know that, there you go. Free gift.
It's just like Reddit. It's just like I don't ever search on Reddit. I just search with the term Reddit in it.
This guy's name is Birdford. Grand Marshal. So what's the play? You get so far with just getting rep, and then you turn a bunch of shit in, or what's the best for getting your rep up?
I'm gonna use the
Coming
same
on
sheet.
Kitty Twister.
Yeah,
Geek?
I'll be there. Yes, sir.
We getting backdoor Bob Pooter? Advo, you gonna bring a Shadow Priest?
Maybe.
We gonna bring something?
I told myself I'd never play an alt this time around.
Oh, okay.
But you have alts.
I have a hunter level 26 and my brother's second account, which he never plays.
Your little brother's account is what I heard.
Wait, don't you have an alt like another 60 alt?
No, that's Sub's second account.
You could play as warrior for him, and then it's not technically an alt, is it?
I'm kind of worried about account sharing, so.
No, that's not TOS if it's a family member.
Counts as part of your household.
No, he's not in the same household. We live a long ways away.
From my understanding, is as long as it's like a family member.
Do you know I have to trust some Jaw to unban me by proving that he's my brother? No.
They can just look at the account name and see the same last name.
They don't speak English. I'm not going to trust them to fucking do that. Literally, The horror stories of getting banned and never getting unbanned. Look at fucking Mongoose.
I don't know if that's. I mean, maybe.
I mean, Mongoose got banned on like 17 characters in the same account, so I think maybe there's other shit going on there.
Probably.
Like he should have
I
burned
mean,
that BNet to
honestly,
the ground after.
Yeah,
the
no
second
shit.
character
That's
got
like a
banned on it.
condemned
Like,
crack house. It's just.
yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised he hasn't gotten like hardware banned or like they haven't sent out some sort of Blizzard.
That's
hit
probably how they
squad
fucking
type
detect it. They're like, oh, this account again. Fuck gone.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't like fully ban him, like John Smith. You can never have an account because they want his money.
Get Randy in here.
I don't know why they don't ban Gold Farm. I mean, is it because they're using virtual servers for the bots?
Dude, there's people hacking under the world and looting Black Lotuses and teleporting around, and they don't get.
No, I mean like hardware bans though. Like, there's fingerprints for that.
GG's, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.
I'm just wondering though if they're using like a VMware, and that's why it's not bannable.
Motherfucker.
No matter what you do, there's a cat and mouse game. It's all about how much money you want to spend. And it's obvious Blizzard doesn't want to spend a lot of money.
Some fuck keeps fucking turning in CG before I can select my fucking item. That's twice now.
Oh my god. I fucked up. I should have gone for ZG before DMT.
I guess I'll wait. Fucking god damn it.
Wraith, you're turning into static. I don't know why, but... Yep, static. It's not loud, thankfully, but it's annoying.
Now?
Yep, that's better.
Panorama will be there in like 2 or 3 minutes.
You're gonna have to tank, you realize.
Yeah, it's fine.
You have internal EMF going on, Wraith. Even when your mic's muted, if you transmit while the mic's muted, you're still transmitting static. So you have interference on your mic line, which is pretty cool. But
Yeah, I don't know why. So I have a mod mic attached to my Sennheisers, and they go through different inputs. I don't know.
it's not at the motherboard level usually. You might have a shitty motherboard that doesn't have.
Yeah, I have an old sound card in there, so it could be the sound card.
Yeah.
Wraith, you want to bring your warlock to this?
I want to go to bed, dude.
Wraith, come on. ZG, right? That warlock in here. You need the rep.
It's a Friday night.
Fucker.
Bro.
Don't make me start singing Katy Perry.
Well, if you can ask my 8-month-old to not wake up at 5 a.m. every day.
Fair.
Put that thing on the mic. I'll let it know.
Put that thing. Jesus.
Who do we have online? We got a bunch of people online. What the fuck?
It'd be really cool is if you could do a raid you're already locked out to if you like signed a waiver that you like can't roll on literally anything. That'd be really cool.
Why would you do that?
Well, to help your guildies, right? Maybe not a waiver, but like when you zone in, like you can run this dungeon, but you cannot see any loot.
What? No, fuck no.
No, I mean I'd come again on my druid in a heartbeat.
Then just come on one of the other characters. What's the difference?
Shadow Priest's AIDS. It's so stupid.
There's literally no difference.
You have no.
You're gonna play the raid.
You have no mana. You do no damage. And Sub has no hit. He's ranked 12. And that's all he's done. So it's like his 0% spell hit and 0 mana regen.
You got the talent for it. It's like 10 or some shit. 8.
I don't know. It feels just.
What happens? What happens if you turn in that thing and you get the wrong token or the wrong trinket? Get the heart of a car. Can you do it again?
I don't think so. Did you fuck it up?
No, I was just curious.
Back when Blizzard hired people who spoke English, you just put in a ticket and they'd fix it. we actually had an Onyxia corpse decay on us, and then it took them 7 days, but we ran Ani the next week, and they awarded me the Storm Rage Tier 2 helm in the middle of the raid, of the second raid.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I remember you could used to call Blizzard support and speak to a GM on the phone.
Oh, God. Just speaking to anyone on the phone these days.
And they didn't have a certain accent.
What are you trying to say? You're not being racist, are you?
Okay, true story. I have a condition called auditory processing disorder. So, like, sometimes certain words, if my brain doesn't find the neural pathway to make sense of it, if it's like a very strong accent, I literally, you sound like Charlie Brown's teacher to me. So it's not them, it's me. Like, my brain cannot fucking understand what the fuck they're saying. So like today I had to call my insurance company and they routed me to fucking Bangladesh or somewhere, I don't know. And a lot of times you can ask to speak to a US representative, which I did. I mean, I was nice about it. I wasn't like, you fucking dot head, bring me back to America or anything like that.
Head.
But it's just like, I don't want to fucking spend 30 minutes trying to understand what the fuck they're saying. So,
That's pretty racist what you just said.
I mean, so be it.
All
You know,
know
I
is
spoke to a. Go ahead.
one raid on this shitty 60 warrior, and I never want to play my warlock again.
Just fucking you're close to the meters.
Warrior's just bang, man.
I was honestly surprised when you rolled a warlock instead of a warrior.
I didn't think I'd be raiding, dude.
That's what we all say.
I'm glad you are.
I was like, oh, we're going casual. I don't even know if I'll hit 60. Let's just try 1 month and see how it goes.
Oh, that was you fucking crackhead.
Oh, and then you got hit by the drug.
Once that needle hits your vein, bro, you're fucked.
It's so good.
You know, I can just this CG's not happening. Let's be real.
Been here for 5 minutes. Freaking negative Nancy here.
There's 7 of us, dude.
Yeah.
And me is the only tank.
Listen, I don't want a repeat of Morgan's late night bullshit. That was not fun.
I could just join a pug. Like, it's totally fine.
Yep. That's what we'll do.
If we don't log off in under an hour, Morg will log in and try to get one going.
I'm not going to be there for that. I don't want to experience that pain again.
I'm so glad I missed that particular run.
I can just join a pug. It's all good.
Well, I will say this: if you were there, the bullshit wouldn't have happened. We had some dude ninja loot 2 pieces. I figured out why.
Yeah, that's right. The fucking Zinrock.
Not just that, but remember how the warrior at the end, he's like, "Hey, I think there was like a warrior splint," and
oh yeah,
basically what happened is he ninja looted it and no one noticed off that boss, off the tiger boss.
Jesus Christ.
I saw him ninja that shit. I noticed it. I didn't say anything there.
Ah, dude, I wish you had. That would have saved us so much fucking bullshit later on.
Oh, I added him as a friend. I'll report him to his GM.
No, I did. He didn't give a shit. He did not give a flying fuck. He's like, I'll talk to him about it. And I was like, okay.
You can report him to Blizzard, actually.
There's a wall
I
of
did.
shame thing.
No, I did do the wall of shame, and basically everyone was like, it's your own fault for not changing it to Master Loot.
Yeah.
Well, it's not your fault he's a fucking ding dong, right? But other people might want to know he's a ding dong.
Alright, I gotta start calling people ding dongs. Because with kids, you can't use swear words, so you gotta find clever ways to insult people.
I promise you, I've used that at work a few times. You know, just throw
I like the term fish sticks and tartar sauce.
What is the one that Morgan uses?
Mongoloid? That's very racist. It's extremely racist.
Now, he uses another one, too.
Mongoloid is geneticist,
Oh,
right?
he's
It's
got
not-
a couple. He calls people donkeys.
Yeah, donkey. That's what it is. You
Mongoloids.
fucking
Hey,
donkey.
stole all those from me, that little fucker.
You're the worst insult you can call a Canadian is a goof.
Or an American.
Why is that one
There's
so...
actually a 51st state that probably
It's
gets
just
worse.
listen,
It's just a bad insult. You don't call somebody a goof. You
I
just
don't think
do it.
Canada should be the 51st state. I think they should be 13 new states. Okay, there's a big difference there. Give them more representation.
Be a 52nd state, get Greenland in there first, and then
I don't know how many times I need to tell you guys that shit's not funny.
See that you said that the goof was the worst thing you could say, and I clearly think that's the worst thing.
I said it's the worst thing you can call somebody. You can't call somebody 51st state. That doesn't even make sense. You're just an idiot if that's what. It's not a name.
Yeka, let me ask you a serious question. How the fuck did the liberals or whatever their fuck the labor, is it labor? Yeah, how the fuck did they come from the top rope at the last minute and dunk on the conservatives? Because I honestly
Because
thought
people didn't hate the party, they hated the leader, and the conservative leader was worse than the new guy who was running the liberals.
Gotcha.
The conservative guy is a no substance career politician who just was like sound bites of trash talk and had no actual
I
plans.
know it's crazy to understand, but in other countries, people still actually vote for people and not parties.
Well, yeah. Yes
People
and
voted
no.
for Trump. Not they didn't vote for.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's the opposite of what happened here.
It wasn't. I mean, people don't vote for the prime minister either. Really, you vote for your local representative, and whoever has the most seats forms a party. But
Didn't the dude also lose his own seat?
he did. That's how much people hate him. Yeah.
Someone stepped down for him though, didn't they?
Yeah, the most conservative riding in the country that had like a 97% of the electorate voted conservative in his riding is stepping aside so that he could take. But here's the thing: if I'm the party and I have a 74% lead in the polls 2 months before an election,
how do you lose?
and then I lose that election and my own seat, like I should probably just retire, you know? Like you probably like if I'm that party, I'm like, maybe this guy shouldn't be the leader anymore.
I think.
But hey, conservatives are retarded, so
From the
they didn't do
outside
that.
looking in, I don't really understand all the nuances of Canadian politics, but I think Trudeau suffered from two things. One, he was way too corrupt on one side, but he was also way too much of a pussy on the other side. Like he was apologizing for things that really weren't his fault from like
Those things
30
go
fucking
pretty hand
years
in
ago.
hand when politicians.
That's true.
Fail up, baby.
Fucking every one of them that's a career politician.
I mean, Trudeau wasn't a career politician, but
his dad. What do you mean? Like his dad was
a career politician. Like so, when I called Paulie a career politician, the guy's been in Parliament since he was 20 years old, and it's been like 30 years or whatever, 28 years since he's been in Parliament. He's done nothing else in his entire life. That's a career politician.
I mean, Trudeau didn't do much else besides be in politics, did he? Because
he was only in politics for like 2 cycles, I think, before he became prime minister.
Yeah, but like he grew up in a political I mean, his dad was. It's like saying the Bushes.
He did. Yeah, he did. He did.
That's like saying George Bush Jr.
Let me just say, like, I'm happy that we have somebody who is not like a
Trudeau?
populist who is in power. Like somebody who actually the guy's been the head of 2 national banks. Like he knows what he's doing from an economic standpoint. So that's fine. I'm fine with that.
I mean, I don't have a dog in the fight, but like
he was the head of the Bank of Canada. The governor of the Bank of Canada during their last conservative prime ministers rule. He was in and he was an advisor to the last conservative prime minister. So he's very centrist, we'll call him, which is probably what we needed right now. So what we needed to not do was jump from the far left all the way to the far right. That's what we needed to not do. So I'm pretty happy that he won.
Well, if you're happy, I'm happy.
I mean, far anything is
I'm not
usually
happy.
bad. Is kind of how I'm going with that. Like if you're an extreme anything, you're probably not great.
Now go watch Athene.
I do have a
Goes
question
away.
though. Why the fuck do you guys hate the Indians and the Chinese so much?
Who hates them?
We don't. I mean, the Indians we do, but not the Chinese. We don't mind them.
I thought you guys had like some issue with them, or like because
Yeah. So like, we might have imprisoned like the
yeah, the
CEO of
Huawei,
Huawei.
yeah,
Yeah,
well his daughter,
that
not
maybe
him.
happened.
Yeah.
We do this thing called like upholding the law. That maybe China didn't like so much. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she violated some laws and shit, and so they locked her up.
All I know is that like China lost their shit. I don't think it was the CEO. I think it was the daughter of the CEO, and she had some position in the company as well. But like, and then like I think it's like something with the Sikhs that like fucking India hates you guys over because like they said that you guys are like protecting a terrorist or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
killed
Like
someone
some guy got
in
assassinated on Canadian
Canada.
soil. Yeah.
And they have pretty good intel that it was Indian intelligence who did it.
Yeah.
Listen, it's like Shaggy said.
Of course.
It wasn't me.
No, that's a national body committing crimes on another nation's soil. It's a problem. It's a problem.
The whole India Pakistan thing right now, like I'll be honest, like as long as the nukes don't fly this direction, I could not give two shits about what's going on in Kashmir.
Well, they both claim it, right?
No, Trump just fixed that though.
The whole like I understand the historical situation of what's going on, where like the Kashmir used to be an independent state after the partition, and essentially after the partition, certain regions were given in the northwest were given autonomy to either choose to join Pakistan, to join India, or remain independent. Kashmir wanted to remain independent, but they were led by a Hindu Raj with a majority Muslim population. So the Pakistani army infiltrated there back in like the early 40 or after World War II, and they started a quote unquote resistance movement. The Hindu Raj freaked the fuck out and asked India for support, but India said only on condition if you join India, and that's what started the first fucking war. The population is still majority Muslim, but it's technically a partitioned province where most of it's controlled by India, and the Pakistanis have never forgiven India for that.
Imagine never forgiving someone for something. It's fucking childish.
I mean, it's
You ever been cheated
same
on?
old, same old.
Yeah.
Should have just remained India. Worked it out amongst themselves with votes.
I don't think that was
It's
ever
the
going to be in the cards.
biggest migration in human history.
Yep.
What's the biggest migration? What, Pakistanis?
When India partitioned into
Yeah,
India and
yeah.
Pakistan, when
In
the Brits
Bangladesh.
pulled out.
Yeah.
Never pull out.
I don't know. Indians migrating to Canada over the last 10 years might match it.
Yeah, I mean, the other piece of the puzzle is that you had people that
joke.
want to be Muslims, right, and people that wanted to be like a secular state, and they had to cross paths, to get past each other.
Gotta get those IT workers, Yakko.
Oh, dude.
How else you guys gonna get like
Let
cheap
me put it this
labor?
way: the last 10 years, our population has increased by fucking 33%, and it ain't from natural population growth; it's from immigration.
I don't think that's.
We've literally brought. We had a population of like 28 million people, and now we're 42 million people in like
Maybe we
10,
give
15
the
years.
Statue of Liberty.
It's fucking crazy, dude. Like, it's an
I don't-
insane amount.
I think like I don't know. People don't understand like monocultures should be an evolving process, but when you tip the scales too much to where there are now two cultures within a society, it just does not work out. It never has. It never will.
You gotta have the melting pot, baby.
Yeah,
Well, I think.
Yeah, I agree. But in order to do that, it has to be a slow trickle. You
Yeah.
can't.
Well, you don't. It's not that. It's not that people here aren't willing to take folks in. It's that the people coming are building their own communities and
Correct.
Melting.
not. Well, we don't. Melting pot's an American thing, not a Canadian thing, but
Assimilate.
it's that they don't
The hockey
identify as
rink?
Canadian. The problem is that they don't identify as Canadian. They don't care to be Canadian or to
Don't
do
eat
anything. You
thing
know,
moose meat.
that's the problem.
He said, I think Banter said they don't eat moose meat. But I'm not sure.
Trying to find the melting pot metaphor for Canada.
They don't
It's called
drink
a
milk out of
mosaic.
bags.
Is what
Don't
it
skate
is.
in the same hockey rink.
They shit
They-
on the ice versus.
They refuse to ride polar bears to work. It's fucking horseshit.
Prefer oak over maple leaves.
What the fuck?
They don't put maple
We
syrup
don't
on
want
their
no
pancakes.
like the ideology is called a mosaic, not a melting pot. So the idea is you retain your own culture, but you also become Canadian. Mosaic is what Canadian culture is, but they're not doing that. They're not picking up the Canadian portion of it. It's not about becoming a different person or culture. It's about combining.
It just sounds like a more PC term for melting pot, but I hear you.
Well, no, there's a very distinct difference between those two things. You don't recognize that?
I don't know.
I think that when we talk about the melting pot, I don't think it's like you are dismissing your identity from what you were
Oh, I
before.
absolutely think that's what that means. If you're not from the Western world, that's absolutely what that means.
You are no melting, because like when you melt something into a pot, it incorporates what you are into what it is. So like there's not a full removal. You, by your very act of who you are and what makes you up, you change the sauce.
The deep analysis of a metaphor where we risk burning it to death.
I mean, I agree to disagree. I think it's a cultural differentiator between our two countries.
Hold on, I'm Wikipediaing this. This is important.
Mosaic versus melting pot.
Well, you have to look at it in like cultural terms, but yes. Yeah, but the problem is when you have a population of 30 million and you add 12 million people from one place, the makeup of your society completely changes in a fundamental way.
Oh,
That's never good for stability.
Right, and
of
so
any nation.
that's what's happened.
I mean, that's what's happening in Europe right now too. While people are losing their fucking minds, like in France.
Yeah, but it has not happened at the scale. Like, dude, I'm talking 33% population increase, all from one place.
It's happening in France too, dude. I mean, maybe more in the metropolitan areas, but
It's crazy. And in addition to that, like our real estate is like, you think your real estate's bad? Fuck.
Same thing's happening in Finland and Sweden. Same thing's happening in the UK. Same thing's happening in Germany.
It's tightening up now, but you know, the thing is like we had a very liberal student visa program, so people would come over on student visas and then just like not leave.
There's a term for it.
Because it was a student visa, like there weren't like the typical immigration qualifiers. Like you didn't have to be for lack of a better term, you didn't have to be a high quality person. You know, you just had to be going to school.
You ever heard of the term suicidal empathy?
Yeah.
This is
I just
what
got
that
ganked
is.
at Songflower.
Blame Morgan.
I do.
100% his fault. As Charlie Murphy would say, these people are habitual line steppers.
Anyway, there's the lower. Unfortunately, India has a very strong caste system, and I work with Like 95% of the people I work with are Indian. A lot of them are amazing people.
If you don't have that thread in your
They
clothes,
have a very strong caste system there.
Oh yeah.
So they're really nasty to each other.
Yep.
And it causes like a lot of, well,
How do
So
they know?
it's funny
How
because
do
in
they
the
like
just
instantly
they
know?
just
So-
do.
so
They
here's-
just
here's
do.
an
It's the way they
example.
look. It's their accents. It's a lot of
Their
things.
names,
They
probably.
do. But there's a lot of crime related to people from different provinces in India, people from different castes in India, like, you know, hitting on a girl from a different caste and then like you get murdered in your driveway. Like there's crazy shit like that that's happening. But in addition to that, it's really hard to manage like within a workplace because there's this like open
racism between the two groups,
not racism but like
or prejudice. Yeah.
yes, prejudice, exactly.
In the
And
tech
in
industry, it's
addition
a
to
huge
that,
problem.
certain castes, generally the lower ones, probably out of desperation back in India, whatever, but a lot of the like India is laden with corruption and like scam artists and shit like that, and so like that shit is super present in society here for the last 5 or 6 years, and that's a bit crazy too.
Pandra, I'm
More
surprised
melting.
you've never experienced it in your industry because it's a huge problem in the tech sector.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was getting back to my body. What?
I said I'm surprised you haven't experienced it in your industry because it's actually a huge problem in the tech sector where there's like unofficial rules that if you are a part of one caste and you're in a management or leadership role, you will favor people from that caste over lower caste.
Well, that's another point actually.
Yeah, I've
So
heard
like
about that at Microsoft.
the leadership of Amazon Canada when it first launched in Canada were primarily Indian men, and primarily like Indian men with military backgrounds. And we've been 20 years or something like that in Canada, and just now, like until when I first started, there was every single site leader, regional director, everything was an Indian man, every single one. And now it's like just starting to not be just them hiring each other. It's like a big problem.
So like
yeah, they don't think I had my regional director openly say, yeah, he was talking to me and he goes, yeah, we got to keep you around and make sure we take care of you. And I was like, why is that? He goes, you're the diversity hire. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's just like you probably won't ever be a site leader because you're not an Indian man, but you're the diversity hire. This was my regional director that was saying this to me, and I was like, what
I
the
wish you'd
fuck?
reported that, dude, because that's fucked up.
Yeah, he got fired like 2 years later. But yeah, it was nuts.
Just because he got fired for it doesn't mean it wasn't correct.
He didn't get fired for it, but he's absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. Even now, we have 4 regional directors. All 4 are Indian men right now. We have 18 site leaders. 15 of them are Indian men.
Yeah, that's just slightly suspicious.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty fucked up. What are you gonna do?
Build a wall.
I don't think that's
Yeah, so they cut off the student visas this year, and I feel bad for the people that came over because there's certain like promises with, hey, you come over and you do X, Y, Z, and you can become a permanent resident, and they just like undid that. So they're just like, there's 6 million people with expiring student visas that are just gonna have to go home in the next like 2 years.
In the
So I don't know.
A lot of the Indians will hide their caste if they're from like the untouchables, even though like it doesn't represent their station in life now in terms of like what we consider in the West. You'll have bosses that are like Brahmin caste, and if they're underlings, if they're suspicious of them, they'll do things like, hey man, do you work out? Let's go work out together, so that they can see when they're undressing if they have the sacred thread in their clothing, because Brahmins wear it's just a piece of cloth in their clothing if they don't have or all these ways to try and find out what their caste is, so that if they do find out that they're not of their caste, they can write them up for bullshit reasons to fire them. It's real fucking weird.
just ignorant bullshit. The world's full
Oh,
of it.
I mean, that's their culture, dude. I mean,
Doesn't
who-
mean
who
it's
are
not
we to-
ignorant bullshit.
Who are we to comment on somebody else's culture, man?
It's
We-
fucking
we're
retarded.
able-
Morally superior.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
if they come
fucking
to
retarded for us to assume that we have it right and they have it wrong. I agree with you.
no,
I disagree completely.
I don't look. You
No,
can
I mean
do
I
whatever
agree with you that from our purview it's bullshit.
It's
But
not even that,
it's not
dude.
our society, man.
Morality is not subjective.
It's yours now.
Wait. If they come over here and they start doing that bullshit, it is our issue at that point. They can do whatever the absolute fuck they want to in India. But like if you come to Canada or you come to the United States and you're doing that bullshit, then it becomes our issue. Then I get to call you out and say, you're a fucking retard. You need to stop
Yeah.
doing that.
I mean that's fair.
Morality is not subjective, it's objective. It's okay to look at the Quran and call it a disgusting pile of violent garbage.
I know morality is
This is not a complicated
not
issue.
objective. It's not objective.
Aliens come to Earth, start turning humans inside out.
Morality is
killing them.
objective. You don't hurt
Say,
people.
sorry, that's our culture. You need to respect it.
I think two things. Number one, I think if the society is prospering, right, like the United States, then differences, races, those things are not so prevalent, right? But you start to have a tough situation, money's tight, people are struggling. Let's blame somebody. It's the fucking Jews or it's the Mexicans, right? I think that. And then another thing I would say is this, right? If you came to Canada, it's probably because where you came from fucking sucked. So don't bring your bullshit with you, right? Which
Totally
Ron
agree.
said.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey, please come here. Please be part of our society. But you know what? You're leaving for a reason. Don't fucking bring that with us,
I think this
Yeah, I
goes
agree with
back
that.
to what you were saying before about the whole mosaic thing. Like, it's there are certain things that if you're not willing to adapt and change and be a part of the new fabric of where you are, then you have no place in that society. You just don't.
I think that's true. I think you don't have to forget where you came from. You just have to fit in, right? You have to become part of it, but that doesn't mean forgetting who you are.
You can still celebrate your Christmas or your holiday or whatever, but I
Right.
think
No, I mean you can still not celebrate Christmas and do
Any
whatever
of
the
you
hell
on
you want
layer
to
one?
do, but just respect people that do want to, right?
Any of you on layer one by chance?
I'm not online.
Sally Squirts, Badlands.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna get off for the night. I appreciate the run. Thank you for getting me in there, Pandra. Sorry for making a stink.
Appreciate that.
But just for a question in the future, like, how do you want to do it? Like, is it
On Monday at 9:30, I'm gonna start the raid, and the people who get in, get in.
I think,
and I may make some differences based on composition, and that's it.
We maybe
so
can
be
pre-roll.
be on 30 minutes before is what you're saying? Okay.
We can pre-roll Edge of Madness too before we start. So if we have 5 people who need it, we can take the top 3. That can help too potentially, like because we had
If
some
5
of
people
the
need it, they should be in different raids. This shit's got limited time on it.
Exactly. So we can take the top 3, then the other 2 can putt. And then top 1 is the person who brings the mats, and then there's 2 rolls after that. So basically just the top 2 then.
I would, and this is just personally me because I'm probably the only one that's fucking doing it. But like, if you bring the mats for the fish boss, you should get the fucking tome.
We just haven't ever done it that way. It's just not. We've
It
been
makes
raiding
sense,
together
right?
lots and lots of years, and
That's fine. If you've never done it that way, then that's fine.
It makes sense to me, but I'm not the newest. I'm kind of new still too, so.
I mean, logically it makes sense, but like Edge of Madness is the first thing like that, right? But it is kind of a similar
No,
thing.
Panda was mentioning the fish boss, not Edge of Madness.
Yeah, but if I bring the match for Edge of Madness, then I get first dibs, right?
Right. So if you bring the fishing lure, you get first dibs.
If you bring the fishing lure, that makes kind of makes sense if you can.
I spent
extend
like 3 hours last night learning the farm to clear the fucking crocs on my warlock so that I can fish those things up. I fished about, I don't know, 20 of them up for the sole purpose of like having it for the raid tonight.
And you saved 200 minutes of time, right? You saved 20 people 10 minutes.
Well,
So-
I mean, I was farming the Bijous. I mean, like it wasn't like it was multi-purpose because like I can farm the crocs for the Bijous, and I can whatever I'm not using of the fish, the mud skunks, I can sell those because they're going for maybe like, depending on the night, 8 to 10 gold per fish. So it's actually a decent farm. If you don't die.
It makes sense to me, but I'm, just one person.
I mean, I'm not in a leadership position, so whatever they want to do, that's fine.
So I came in, I guess I was assuming raid was going to start later, right? And I didn't have my headset on. And I was just kind of getting ready. So when I came in, it was like the piece that I understood was that Gingerino was leaving because someone else is going to do the Edge of Madness and he's frustrated. And I'm thinking, how can we have a situation where, two of our friends feel like they can't be in the group together? That's like, what the fuck is happening?
Only one person's guaranteed to get it. It's on a limited time. And so if you're not the guy that's guaranteed to get it, you're better
You got to
off
wait a
joining
month.
another group.
Yeah.
Like it's just
I don't think it was necessarily personal. I just think that like he was kind of in a bind. I mean, he might have been upset about it, like just frustrated, but like
who got it?
Eric? Didn't Eric?
Erica, the paladin.
Oh, I mean, if I was Ginger and y'all gave that shit to a paladin, I would like fully G quit in your face. Like that's retarded. That's
we were halfway
actively
done
retarded.
with the raid when he showed up.
Oh,
no,
okay.
we were at the first boss. He
I
hadn't
missed that
zoned in
piece.
yet. We hadn't gotten to it yet.
We were
Wait, so you
way
hadn't started
past.
the raid yet?
No, of course we did.
No, we were at Jindo when he left the raid. Right after Jindo is when he left the raid.
Yeah, because I came
because he didn't.
So if you hadn't killed a boss yet, and
I
you were
wasn't
giving Edge of
Ginger.
Madness to a paladin,
No. We had killed the boss, but he was outside the raid. He was waiting outside to try and figure out what the fuck was going on. And then once he realized that he wasn't going to get the edge, so he wouldn't be locked.
I understand why Pooter said what he said now. Like that's really dumb. It's actively like the worst trinket for paladins in the fucking game. Like it's just a waste.
We're gonna try it to
Eric's
rogues and warriors.
And I'll argue for Eric because he's a decent guy, right?
Hunters, yeah.
He's
decent guy or not, like the gear
wanting to
belongs
build
on
like
people it belongs on.
He's wanting to build a crit set, so he's kind of doing some little different things, which whatever,
Yeah, but on a limited item, you have to prioritize what makes the raid better. Period. Like it's just if he wants to build a crit set and he wants as a paladin to get the edge, he either has to wait or he has to go find his own group to get it, in my opinion.
I don't think that's necessarily unfair.
Did anyone else bring the mats?
It's like saying, "Hey, give the Thunder Fury to the rogue because they want to have the Thunder Fury." Like, no, you're giving it to a tank. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're doing a ZG. I think it was the one that Morg did, and it was like, are there any loot rules? And I was just waiting for Morg to say something. Yeah, we're not going to give, this to fucking, we're not getting defense and shit to a paladin, right?
Pandra, I understand.
See, that's the thing is like barely anything in here matters, right? But like the edge trinket matters. So on the shit that doesn't matter, you don't have to make loot rules. But for the shit that matters, you do. And that's why, for example, the trinkets are fucking hard res and PWL, but like whatever, do whatever else doesn't matter,
I think I understand. Pandra's trying to balance personalities here and like what people really want. And I kind of like feel for you in that one. But I do think for certain things, like the same logic applies for like a Thunder Fury, like Yeko was saying, or a Nef's tier or whatever it may be.
Right.
That like,
some things matter. Like.
Yeah, that makes
I don't
sense. So then we just
to a degree, everything matters, right? It's like if it's gonna frustrate me, then that matters, right?
Yeah, but it's not this game is about 40 people. It's not about individuals. If an individual is going to get frustrated, that makes them an idiot or a selfish dick. If the benefit of 39 people is greater than the needs of one, in my opinion. And that shouldn't even be an opinion. That should just be an accepted known thing.
I'm not mad at Will for what he did. Because like otherwise he's got to wait an entire fucking month,
Or he can just start his own group, which is what a lot of people do in that
Are you
situation.
talking about Will or for Eric?
I'm talking about Eric. Sorry. What did Will do?
No. So like Will didn't actually come inside the raid, so he wouldn't get locked until he figured out what the fuck was going on.
We're talking about two different. I
Will.
thought
That's not what
Gingerino was the
happened.
Or
guy.
Ginger. I'm sorry.
Ginger.
Ginger. I'm
I don't blame Ginger for that either. That wasn't the conversation. I'm not, like I would have done the exact same thing as I was Ginger. But I also would understand if he's upset that the thing was given to a fucking paladin that's
Yeah.
actively bad for that class. Like,
Yeah, I thought Ginger was being a little difficult, but then I didn't know it was going to Paladin. I wasn't paying attention.
like fucking anyone would be mad about that. That's ridiculous.
Who else besides? So it was Eric, Ginger, and there was a third person that also had the match for that night.
Radlord, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like, if it was between.
So hold on. Did one drop?
I think just one dropped.
Okay, so a single one dropped, and there was a hunter in the raid, and still went to the paladin.
Yep, he summoned it.
That's so bad, man. It's so bad.
I mean, we could just adjust it going forward so that we're, it's not.
I
Like
didn't know
the
that
world.
Radlord had the mats. I didn't realize that Radlord was looking for it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Panda. I'm not blaming you. It's just like somebody should have said something at some point. Yeah. That's not a you problem. That's like an everybody problem.
We can just define shit before raid next week. Hey, if you need it, tell me how many pieces you have already. How
the system
no,
hasn't been perfect so far.
It's just Hunter Rogue Prio.
No. Yes, I agree. But like, if this is your last piece versus another, rogue who only has one piece,
How much does it cost to make the consume to summon?
It costs a Black Lotus plus a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, so you gotta get a Blood of Heroes that you gotta go get.
So you have.
It's a combination of gold and being a pain in the ass.
It's an investment for sure, and I agree. Like, if the person who summons it gets first prio on it or whatever, I all of that is correct. I just think it should have never been in that situation.
Has Eric got the other ones, or is this his first one?
I
never
don't know.
noticed him doing it before.
I
clue.
couldn't tell you.
It's probably his first, but he wouldn't have trouble in a pug. He's a great.
But again,
player.
this is ZG. This is a pug. You can,
So the question then becomes, what happens if there's hunters and rogues in the group and they don't bring the mats and someone else does?
Then we can roll it off before the raid starts.
That's on them. They should bring the mats, and it should be figured out before you start the raid.
The guy that brings the mats, I think, has
well, then if
kind
they're
of a
both
little bit his call, right? It's like,
if they're both bringing the mats.
I agree, but you have to give the opportunity to the rogue or hunter to bring the mats.
Yeah.
It'd be like, yes, you can have it, but you got to bring the mats. Like,
And you can also risk it for the biscuit. You could say, fine, you get it. I'll come to the raid as well.
Sure, but then that's a conversation ahead of time.
Correct. No. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just throwing out possibilities here, so that like we don't have hurt feelings later down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
So if no hunter rogue brings it, and then someone does bring it, and then more than one drops.
I think we're always going to have either a hunter or a rogue that will bring it for that week.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, raid starts. Hunter rogue, do you need edge? Yes, we do. Okay, which one of you is summoning it? Oh, I'll get the mats. Good, done. Like, neither of them are going to be like, oh, neither of us are bringing the mat. Like, that's just like, it's a scenario that won't ever happen.
Right, but then what if they both bring the mats and one drops? You've got to account for the edge cases.
Whoever summons it and uses the mats, they'll just have to figure that out between the two of them.
You got to roll it, right?
Just roll it. But the guys who are taking it seriously will arrange that ahead of time.
Correct.
Like,
I would say that if if they paper rock scissors it, I get to use the mats. I get to summon. One drops, they get it. If two drops, congratulations. You didn't have to burn your mats this week, and you get one.
The point of the conversation isn't to figure out who between the hunter and rogue should get it. The point of the conversation is, if somebody other than the hunter and rogue wants to get it, you have to tell them it's like too fucking bad, man. Like, it's that's the point of the conversation.
That's fair.
And I totally think it's justifiable that Ginger was pissed off in that scenario. He shows up to the guild run and we assigned it to a paladin. That's fucked up.
He didn't even know it was going to a paladin. We didn't know at that point who it was that wanted it.
Well, going forward, we can ask.
This is not the
before heading
information
down.
that I was just given, so my apologies if I'm off base here.
That's never stopped a good argument before, though.
He
No,
showed up,
it's
was mad that it was full, and left. And we were talking
That's-
about.
I thought he
It
was
was the
in the
20th
raid
guy.
group
He was
and
there's
left
20
after
people,
he
yeah.
found out that somebody else was getting madness.
No, we were a
That is
full
what
raid
was just
group.
told to me.
And Ginger came late. Well, not late because we started early. But Ginger showed up. He was the 21st person. We had already been kicking people and asking people to drop just to get like Padon in and stuff. And so he's like, hey, I'm looking for the EOM stuff. And someone on Discord said, we have a couple people looking for that. And so we told him that because he never even joined Discord to ask, as I recall. And then he left.
Well, like I said, I think everybody knows for next time it's fine. Like it is what I don't think anybody's trying to be malicious. Don't get me wrong. You know.
So if
it's just
hold
like
on,
it like hurts to see a pallet get that item. Like it hurts.
what
When
Mongoose
other
is
people
saying,
need it and there's a limited time, you know. In the old days, it didn't matter because it was 4 weeks, so you'd get like 10 and 11 resets or whatever. But it's only 2 weeks now on rotation, so you have to wait like a month and a half for it to get back. If you miss it, and there's less opportunities to get it, so it's like it's quite important to not miss.
Yeah, that's fair.
so I'm reading what Mongoose is saying.
Is he chatting?
No, he's in the raid signups channel, and maybe it's just I'm not awake enough for this conversation, but like, is he saying we should skip one, or what is he trying to say?
No. Saturday's an extra run. It's based on
so-
3-day timers, right? Every couple
Okay.
of weeks, you're gonna have an extra
So
run.
basically, there's one that can be run on Saturday for free this week, is what he's saying.
No, he's saying there isn't one. He thought there was, and there isn't.
Okay.
Can I
Wait, hold on.
change the subject for a second?
Wait,
Like it's
one more thing, Iron. Sorry, we have 1 day left on ZG.
1 day and 11 hours, which means it
It's-
resets Saturday.
Yeah.
Right? So then you run it Monday and it resets Tuesday.
Okay. Go ahead, Iron.
It seems like we should be having a fairly set group, right? We've had, I mean, occasionally someone calls out, right? But it's like, it seems like it should be kind of a set
Problem
group.
is you don't have enough for 2 groups, but you have more than enough for 1 group. That's the problem.
And lots of people who want to do it.
Right.
The other problem is
Like I've pugged 3 times, I think, and been in the guild group twice or whatever. That's fine. You find a pug, just do it, you know?
I think the main problem is too is you can't find a perfect raid time. Like if you're too early, then some people can't raid on the West Coast. If you're too late, some people can't raid on the East Coast. And so like getting 40 people from the Sunday raid to split 2 ways would be ideal. But like I'm already thinking I gotta move to Colorado. Now I have to figure out a way to make the raids on Sundays because they're gonna be earlier. Meanwhile, people on the East Coast are like, we stop raiding at 12 or 1 a.m. and they don't want to do ZG. You know, it's like you can't make everyone happy, and so
People just
split
need
the
to,
difference, Central or Mountain.
People just need to pug, really.
yeah, I think the number of people that showed up today was actually it caused drama, but like Panda said, it's actually a really good thing.
I mean, it sounds like was the drama more than just the edge? Was there more drama than that?
I mean, I caused a little bit of it.
Yeah, Padon was a little dramatic, but he apologized.
That sounds normal. Yeah, not surprised.
To be fair, I followed the rules. I was, the rules is that were posted. I did what I was supposed to.
And I didn't need anything, but I was the only orange, so I wasn't sure what to do.
Pander's just dead silent on this whole thing. He's like,
I'm so done, guys.
I know. I was just thinking that. He's just like, I do all this work.
I
fuck
worked
all
really
you.
hard to get 2 runs. No one was happy. Well, some people were unhappy. I go to 1 run. Lots of people are unhappy.
Pandra, no one
one's
is
happy.
blaming you. no one's like pointing the finger at you and going fuck that guy. It's just that there's tension between what we want and what we can do.
Well, I
And
mean, uh, Pander, I think hopefully heard me say like I don't. There's no blame. Like 20 guys in that raid should have said something.
Oh,
That's not on you.
I don't feel blamed. I just feel bad. It's my
That's
responsibility to try to make things go, and
Nah, I don't know, man. I think you do a lot of work to get that things go, and people are should be grateful for that. I think that when it comes to obvious things and 40 people helping each other out, stuff like Edge, like again, 20 people in that raid should have said something.
You can't know the whole game unless you're Pooter or Eamon. Like,
I don't know, man. I think
I mean,
a lot of the
and
guys
just
that we're
going
playing
forward in the
with know quite a
future,
bit.
just going forward in the future, we have now, like I've talked about it, like just we can prevent this in the future just by like squaring shit before the raid so that everyone's on the same page.
Point I was trying to make is I don't think it's your fault, Pander, by any
It's not a
means.
blame
I'm
thing.
sorry if I made you feel that way.
that's all right.
I like to blame him.
yeah, same.
I think
I mean,
as a manager, it absolutely feels like that. That's probably the biggest challenge, right? Number one. Number two, you need things to happen once before you're prepared for them, right? Next time it
I
pops up,
also
we're gonna go, who's got edge? What the fuck's going on? And then whatever.
I also agree with Yucko, which is we really shouldn't have given that item to a paladin, but I just so much was going on. So many people were whispering me about like, "Hey, are you full? Why did you start half an hour before? What's going on?" And so there's a lot of upset people whispering me today. So I didn't have the wherewithal to
Makes sense.
also go figure out who was doing EOM. But I mean, that's my fault. It's still my fault.
well, let's figure it out. I mean, so if we can fill the raid with extra people and then roll out slots, we can have people who want Edge of Madness to force them to figure out the top 3. And if there's
I mean,
more
to
people
some
than
extent,
that,
though,
yeah.
Pandra, I think
it depends of Pandra, and to some extent, like the people who should be getting edge should also be aggressively talking about how they should be getting edge. You know,
it's my week or whatever the fuck.
This may seem semantic, but it's not, Pandra. It's not your fault, but in your leadership role, it is your responsibility.
Oh God, I fucking say that at work all the time, and it drives people crazy.
I just and what I mean by that is like, okay, we now know that there's an issue. We have a solution. Let's just implement that solution and then go forward. There's no need to beat yourself up over it.
Yeah, we'll just be super clear before we start on Monday. It'll be fine. It'll work out.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Like, there's no point in like talking about this unless we're not like, okay, let's do this in the future.
I think we should really just beat it to death a bit more. I mean, we're almost there.
And I would also heavily encourage anybody that's not saved ZG to do a pug tonight or tomorrow to get their own fucking edge. Like,
I mean,
if there's
my
only
bullshit
1 week
hunters-
left, you can only really take care of one person.
The only way I would do a ZG on my hunter, I think, is if I could do the fish boss and get the tome before it resets. Just yeah.
I mean, like,
You could make a lot of money farming just the fish, but like that tome is still like 600 gold. I'd like to sell it.
Should we post some findings in the LFG or in the signups channel?
so priests can only use they can only use daggers, maces, staves, and wands. Daggers, maces, staves.
Yeah.
They can't use a. Okay, I guess I thought maybe a sword, but
nope. No sword or axe, and no polearm or two-hand. Yeah, Steve's the only two-hander.
Okay, guys, I'm hopping off. I hope you have a good rest of the night.
Me too. I'll see you guys on Sunday at least, but probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's what? Friday.
Friday.
Later.
Later.
Yep.
Do you want to put? Oh, he didn't. Okay. I was gonna say we could maybe post something in raid signups, a little summary of our chat.
No, let's just let it ride. It'll be random every time. So.
It's I guess it's already Thursday. Fucking week slipping by. Adios.